and we are gonna get into
All
our
right, guys,
second
hang
match
tight.
of the night.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
We do
Game
have
number 2.
Rangers and 3 Rocketeers on the docket, and we have the team whose idea was this? Whose idea was it to put Rangers and Mustangs back to back? Why do we have the 2 brown and gold teams? Who designed this stuff? Anyways, I'm just gonna be mixing them up all night, probably all season. That's just a me problem, but should be a good matchup either way.
Yeah, we got the 3 Rocketeers and the Rangers coming up for game number 2. On the Rangers, we got Captain Waffles. Apparently, Niner Dr. Doctor. I'm just gonna go with Dr. George. All right, thank you. And Mr. Rebel there on the bottom, Team Rocketeers. We've got Dark Rain Bolton, Moose, and Sniping Extremist. And I'm curious who's going to show up today for the matchup. Do you think they're going to be swapping players? Do you think it's going to be a steady 3?
I have no idea. This Rangers squad throws me for a loop. I think it throws everybody for a loop. It has been almost a very confusing squad. I was gonna say the most confusing, but I gotta shout out CJ on the side of Cyclones, changing his roster every 2 weeks. Nobody knows what's going on with him. Shout out CJ. But Rangers, we saw Waffles, apparently Niner, Rebel, and Artemis as their preseason kind of team make it to the finals, play well, and then we saw a surprising trade, apparently Niner to the side of Speed Demons, to which apparently Niner immediately retired. And then 2, 3 weeks later, apparently Niner unretires. Speed Demons don't want Niner back. And he gets immediately picked up back by the Rangers, the team that traded him away. And they drop
Wow.
Artemis for him. So honestly, the most drama team you're gonna find in the QRLS. A
That
whole lot
is a
of random
mix.
stuff.
Yeah, that is a mix of emotions right there. Good for Niner for being able to take that. But I feel a little salty. Like you traded me, but you accepted me back that quickly. I'm a little hurt here. But if it works out for them and Niner fits with their team, I don't blame them for taking him back that quickly. If he was a guy that synced well with their unit, yeah, I mean it makes sense why they wanted him back. He's probably a very strong player, and the Rangers feel like they do much better with him being part of the squad. So
Yeah, I've seen him play a bit with Dr. Joge, so we'll see one of them tonight, Niner or Joge. I don't know who they're gonna play. I wonder if Waffles is gonna go back to his comfort, back to Niner. I still don't know because they all joined the lobby. Oh, George has left the lobby, so they are gonna run back with Waffles, Rebel, and Niner. Back when they had Artemis on the team, they would sometimes run Niner or Artemis instead of Rebel, and that was definitely a solid lineup. I haven't seen this version with Rebel and Niner too much, so it'll be interesting to see what the mix-up is like. I wonder if we will get George as a substitution tonight, now that they have kind of those 2 higher rated players they can mix and match depending on how the series goes.
right.
But I mean, definitely a very confusing mix of emotions on the side of Rangers there.
Yeah, and the first squad has arrived. Like he said here, Waffles, Mr. Rebel, and apparently Niner for the Rangers are going to be the first 3 players here in game number 1. We're just waiting on the Rocketeers to load up in. And I'm assuming Dark Rain, the captain, will be here tonight, but I could be wrong. There you go. Look at that. Look at that timing. It looks like it's going to be Bolt End. Moose and Rain here for the Rocketeers showing up. Sniping Extremist may show an appearance later, but for now, it's going to be the top 3 there on the list showing up for the match. And honestly, how are you feeling, Kip, about which way this could go? I mean, do you have a person or a team that you're more favoring here in this match?
You know, I've seen 3 Rocketeers play, and they've definitely had a strong start to their season in their own respect. They definitely have a bit more of a balanced out roster, so I think it'll depend if they can get 1 or 2 guys popping off, they will be able to take that threat to the Rangers here, and just be a solid all-around threat, because when you have guys that can all scoop, shoot, and save, I mean, you gotta be careful at all times. But I mean, at the same time, I do wonder if Rangers have lost some of their chemistry from the preseason tournament, if they haven't played much together. What's been going on? If we'll see George. I gotta imagine we might see George if they lose game 1 and game 2. But I'd say 3 Rocketeers take this 2-1. I'd say it would be my prediction. You got anybody going off gut instinct here?
You know, just looking at the performance between these players, I honestly think this could be really close matchup. I think the squad over here at the Rangers have honestly a dominant performance, but that does not set them in stone to take this victory. I feel the pressure from the squad, but it's going to be apparently Niner tucking one away early. That's going to be the first goal scored here in the first minute, as they're going to move up 1-0.
Yeah, Niner doing a good job getting back into the groove of things, scoring the first goal here for the side of the Rangers. We'll see if 3 Rocketeers are able to get some counter pressure back, but the mechanical guys we're looking for in this lobby are going to be definitely Niner on the side of Rangers. And then Bolton, we've seen some good plays out of him. We know he can pop off. I wonder if we'll see a bunch of defense or a bunch of offense, and that's going to be no defense from the side of Mustangs. No, Rangers. The side of Rangers, as Moose team bumps his own player out of net, Rain's back wall with 0 boost, and just caught awkward. And I mean, Mustangs, Rangers. I hate this. Rangers are gonna put away the open net.
Sorry, you got me good with that. Yes, no, the Rangers here able to capitalize here. They're going to be able to go up 2-0 so far against the 3 Rocketeers, but that's not all over yet. The 3 Rocketeers still plenty of time left to play in game number 1. If they can keep the momentum rolling, there's no stopping them here. Waffles trying to go for the final touch, but a beautiful save by Bolt Ed keeps that out of the orange net. Can they keep the ball rolling in their direction? No, apparently. Gets the pop. Back down towards the middle. Here comes Rain with the control. Able to get past 1. He's able to push past 2, but can he get himself set up for a pass to the teammate? No. It's going to be Waffles on the defense, and I like the way they're playing right now, the Rangers. Keeping the aggression shoved into the face of the 3 Rocketeers. And they're just doing what they can to keep the ball out of their half with no boost to spare.
Yeah. Rangers got a good lead 2-0 pretty early. Haven't seen anything quite threatening from them yet, but that's going to be a good save from Rain on 0 boost. All low boost on the side of 3 Rocketeers, but able to keep up from net so far. And Rain once again making the save on 0 boost. You gotta wonder if it's a matter of time before kind of this Rangers squad can get the counterattack, get the goals, make the 0 boost pressure too much for them.
2-0 with 2 minutes left to play. Waffles with the redirect back towards Bolt End. Can he get the double touch? Yes, he does, but is anyone there for the finish? No. It's going to be redirected. Moose with the advantage here. He's got a bit of room. Can he squeak in? No. Waffles able to get back just in time to get that clear, sending it back towards the middle. And it's going to be Mr. Rebel with the redirect, keeping the ball on the orange half here. Moose with the save. It's going to be popped up into the middle. Is anyone going to be able to get a touch? It's going to be Niner going for the double. And it's going to shove through. Niner with a dirty little tuck there. Swoop that one in. I don't know exactly how that worked out. Let's take a look at the replay. And yeah, it's going to be a 50 here between him and Rain, but Rain sitting on top of the ball. He shoves that one through. And the Rangers starting off strong here, 3-0.
Yeah, beautiful 50 from Niner. Puts it away. And I mean, he's already got a hat trick in his first game back. Rebel kind of not quite at 100 points, but all good series from the side of the Rangers, putting on pressure. 3 Rocketeers kind of starting out this series fairly slow. We'll see what they can go. If they can get some momentum going, or if this is just going to keep going on the side of Rangers. But either way, 3 Rocketeers have not really had any offensive pressure this game. Looking at the stats, they've got 1 shot on target and 7 saves. So definitely on the back half in their net for most of the game. They got to get something going here. Maybe it's just a bit more connection on their plays, a bit more counterattacks, as that's going to be a 50 straight into the net of Rangers. It's 3 Rocketeers, puts it in. I mean, you got 2 guys double committing for a 50 and just perfectly lands in the net.
I mean, there you go, Kiptiro. If you can't score, just bake or rely, I should say, on the RNG and hope the ball goes in the net. As they're going to have a nice 50 split here. 30 seconds left to play. They can tuck one in now. There might be a little room to try and bring this to an overtime, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's going to be bolt end, but the pop back towards the middle. Moose trying to get the clear over the squad, but Waffles is there. Trying to go for the double touch. It's going to be Mr. Rebel on the back line. Rain trying to take control of the ball here. Can he get past Waffles? No. Big pop here out of Moose. Not going to connect either. And that will do it, I think, for game number 1. And like you said, yeah, but the Rangers started off so strong, but we saw a good bit of attempt from a comeback there from the 3 Rocketeers, but they just did not have enough shots on net. They were not keeping the pressure on. Shots, 4 shots for the squad. It was just not enough. They couldn't keep the pressure on, even with Rain sitting with 5 saves. Rest of the squad just needs to be there to back him up, and hopefully they're able to show something better here in game number 2. I think the 3 Rocketeers just might need a little bit of time to get warmed up, get their feeling going, get the flow going, and get the thumbsticks rolling. And hopefully we're going to see something better here, game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, Rain is the captain leading the charge, I guess. Well, maybe leading the back wall, I guess, with 5 saves. But they did end up getting a goal late, so perhaps some momentum go on their side, something they can bring into game 2, look forward to, say, hey, we might have lost pretty early, but we ended up with the last goal, so technically up 1-0 in the last minute there too.
Right,
So,
right.
but
Yeah, they're
yeah,
definitely they're keeping the momentum. 3 Rocketeers, not counting them out yet. I think the game number 1 is always up in the air. I mean, they need to adjust. They need to get comfortable. They need to flow. I know everyone's sitting playing practice before, but it's a huge difference between playing practice online with random matchmaking versus getting into this scenario. Your nerves are accelerated massively when you get into a match like this. So I think they're gonna do better here. The 3 Rocketeers. I'm expecting a stronger performance here in game number 2. So we're gonna hop right into it. And honestly, let's see how they play out.
yeah, you gotta. I'm thinking 3 Rocketeers kind of almost need to take this game here.
Mm-hmm.
If it's another blowout on the side of Rangers, I'm very concerned for game 3 as well. I think they'll end up getting the sweep, but just need 3 Rocketeers to connect a bit more, look a bit more solid. Something we know they can do. They're gonna fake, almost works out, but some early pressure here for him. Nothing quite going in. Bullpen maybe there to put away. Moose is gonna be able to be mid, recycle the offensive pressure. As Niners going up, doesn't have any boost left, and Moose able to punish it. And 3 Rocketeers looking much better here so far in this game too, getting some good offensive pressure, not so much stuck in their back half. A couple whiffs do lead to another opportunity for 3 Rocketeers.
And it's gonna be Niner here off the back wall, trying to keep the ball out of his turf. A big pop there by Moose, but it's not gonna be able to connect. Or Rain, apologies. And it's gonna be Niner. Puts one away. He gets the 50 there with the opponent at the goal line, but he's just able to shove it right through. It's going to be bull end. And yeah, it was just denied, as apparently Niner puts one away early here, 45 seconds into the game. And they're going to be up 1-0 here for the Rangers, trying to keep that momentum rolling. It's going to be Moose with the kickoff, able to get through. Rain with the help. Got themselves set up. Rain trying to get the final touch in, and that'll do it. Raid tucks one away really easily here as well. As they're going to be able to bring this back. The 3 Rocketeers tying this up 1-1. Still 4 minutes to play. So a lot of game left to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's good pressure though. Immediately getting scored on one end and kind of being able to bounce back, and 3 Rocketeers able to get the goal pretty quick. But That's going to be a good dunk from Rebel, passing out to Waffles. Can he get the shot off? Does, but that's going to be a fairly simple save for Rain. We're getting some more pressure here on the side of Rangers now, as Waffles almost puts it away, but Niner able to recycle a lot of offense. And through Rocketeers, kind of finding their groove perhaps, but maybe just needing to get a bit more boost, collect themselves, make some more consistent plays, dribbling, not booming the ball so much, as that one's going to catch Niner off guard. Not a good enough shot, though. Able to make the save. We're getting some back and forth possession. Nobody really sustaining pressure yet. Both teams not wanting to give the other team a whole lot of pressure. That's going to be off the backboard for Niner. A beautiful placement. He's going to put that one away for the 2-1 lead.
And nice jobs by Niner here on the final tap off the back wall. Puts it in the top left corner. And that's probably the best position you could try to pick for that shot. He puts it away, and then now the Rangers are going to move up 2-1. Still 3 minutes left to play. The Three Rocketeers not out of this yet. A good touch there by Moose, but it's just a hair short. Not able to drop in. Who's going to be able to get the stop? It's going to be nobody. Rain gets the second touch. And it's popped back down to the blue corner. Waffles trying to get the redirect, and it'd be dropped down towards in the face of Moose. Moose chased after the ball. Rebel able to get the double touch, but it's going to be cleared back towards Rain. And apparently he's there for the save. Niner keeping the ball back towards the middle. It's going to be Bolt End trying to get a touch here, centering it again. But it's going to be Waffles on the redirect. And again, if the Rangers keep this pressure up and this intensity, it's a huge pop right there. Oh, but it's Niner again with the save. The Rangers are just reading their plays, and they're stopping them at every step of the turn and keeping them at bay. The Rocketeers need to pull something out of their sleeve if they want to get another goal.
Yeah, definitely not too bad so far. Keeping the game close, but still, they do need that extra goal here with just 2 minutes left to play. Three Rocketeers getting some pressure, booming it off the backboard. Not quite getting any shots out of it, though, as Bolton's got the boost, taking it back, but Niner just takes it away from him, clears it off the backboard. The Three Rocketeers keeping it inside of the Rangers, being able to keep that pressure, doing much better at that than game one. But definitely good looks for them. Maybe hopeful for game three, even if they do end up not taking this. But nobody with boost quite on the side of Rangers, as that's going to be some pressure. Rain with boost, able to get the clear. Can we get a redirect? Saved away from Waffles. And a beautiful clear from Rebel, as Waffles not quite able to get the redirect of his own 4-3 Rocketeers. But some back and forth action, some good looking plays, but not able to quite finish it. As Bolton's going to take this into the air, go for a dunk on Niner. Reminiscent of Niner dunking him earlier this match. Maybe he wants to get it back, but a 50 is going to be there for Bolton.
Right you are, Kiptiro. This is a close one. A little bit of a nail-biter, if you will. But Three Rocketeers down 1-2 against the Rangers. 40 seconds left to play, and Waffles on the defense going to keep the ball back into the orange turf. It's going to be cleared here. And Rain, no, it's going to be a miss by Bolt. Not able to connect with that one. Moose trying to recover the ball. And it's going to be Waffles with the clear. Moose back towards the middle. And Rebel able to pump this back down to the orange half. Can they keep the pressure on? It's going to be a demo here from Mr. Rebel as well. Big pop from Niner. But it's going to be denied by the Rocketeers. Running out of time. Can they get the final goal scored? Only 3 seconds left in the clock. Rain with the pop. Denied again. And they're going to go for the redirect back to the corner, but no. Waffles once again on top of it, and that puts it away. The Rangers able to shut down the game once again, taking this 2-1. And honestly, Niner just kind of went off that game.
Yeah, I mean, a beautiful game from Niner. Rebel with 54 points, but at the end of the day, you get the dub. You can't complain about any points there. As we might be getting a substitution, seeing Georgian. I, it's always interesting winning the first two
Oh.
games and then making a sub, but Maybe they're trying to get the vibes, see what they want. Maybe they're just trying to be friendly, get the four-man roster, let everybody have a little playtime. But who knows if that'll be beneficial for him. Sometimes being able to have the same roster, get the chemistry, get the consistency is what you need. But as I say that, Dr. George is no slouch of a player himself. He's fantastic, and it'll be good to see if he kinda shows up today and shows everybody what he can do. But Rangers already taken the series 2-0 lead here. We are still gonna play game 3 for the records and for the points. But 3 Rocketeers just need to connect a bit better if they're trying to get this game 3.
And right you are. I feel like the Rangers able to take the first two games, set themselves up for success. Waffles, and we're gonna have Dr. George hopping in here on the Rangers, replacing out my man there on Niner. It's gonna be Waffles, Mr. Rebel, and Dr. George here in this battle as we're gonna hop into the spectators and see if they're able to keep the momentum rolling here. It's gonna be Moose with the first shot. I spoke too soon. 6 seconds into the game, Moose tucks one away, and the Rocketeers are not giving up just yet.
Yeah, I see Rebel kind of floating up to the backboard. I don't know if he just got lost on his way to the net, but beautiful play for the side of 3 Rocketeers. Started him off early. Moose had a nice catch there, puts it away the open net. That's what you like to see. They're looking a bit better. That's what we were missing from games 1 and part of game 2. We saw shades of it kind of coming out, so maybe they're getting a bit more relaxed, a bit more ready. As that one's going to drop down, perhaps another opportunity is 50s out of the net from Rangers. But now they got a beautiful counterattack coming. Bolton able to clear it away just fine, though.
Oh, and the pressure's there. The ball's set up in the middle. Who's got the touch? It's going to be Rebel. As he's going to put one away here for the Rangers, tying this up 1-1 here in game number 3. 4 minutes and 20 seconds still left to play. And like you said as well there, Kip, the synchronicity here between the Rangers is definitely better than we saw in game number 1. And I think they have the potential to try and keep this battle close. It's going to be Bolt Ed bouncing off the back wall, trying to get the retouch. Can he get it? No. Beautiful block there by George. He gets the pop off the side. Here comes Mr. Rebel over to Moose, and Moose with the denial. Can he get the two-touch? And no, it's going to be Dr. George with a nasty save there on net, keeping the ball out of their goal. It's still tied at 1-1 apiece. 4 minutes left to play. It's going to be popped back to the corner here. Mr. Rebel trying to keep it away from the blue side. Dr. George going for a touch too, but Waffles going to be the guy to clear it out. And it's going to be Bolt Ed trying to keep the ball and the momentum rolling forward. But it's a big denial there. Here comes a big pop from Rebel. He's sending himself up. Moose able to get the block. Pushing this back forward. Dr. George with a slight touch there. Redirection. And I like the way these guys are playing here. The three Rocketeers have stepped up their gameplay significantly here in game number 3.
Yeah, definitely looking like a more threatening team. More possession, more connection, which is what we've been looking for. So we'll see if they can get this game 3, as that's a good demo from George. Relieve some of the pressure. And Rebel just running Disruptor. Rain, no boost to his name, but trying to keep on offense. That's going to be a smoke screen. We've seen a couple times here, Waffles on the ball with 0 boost. Both teams having people on the ball with no boost. Kind of just doesn't allow that threatening offensive play, whether that's a pass or a good shot, as a double commit's going to come out on the side of 3 Rocketeers for a shot at least, so they won't get punished for it too early. But Waffles in the air with the reset gets it over, but it's too high off the crossbar and no one there to put it away off the pass mid.
Waffles doing a great job of keeping the pressure on here from the side of Rangers, but he just does not have the teammates there. Every time he sets up a beautiful pass, no one's there to finish the shot. He's looking for his teammates, hoping to get some help. Waffles trying to go for a big carry here over Moose, not going to be able to get through. It's going to be Dr. George with the pop back towards center. Huge clear here by Moose. The double touch, no, it's not enough. Dr. George again with another clear here on net. It's Waffles with the save as Bolt Ed tries to bring it right back once more. and it's going to be denied again. The Rangers defense is just top tier right now. They are reading these plays and they are saving everything perfectly. And it's going to be Dr. George again with the pop back towards middle. Blocks off Rain. Here comes Moose with the touch. Rebel trying to take control of the ball, is able to get past one, but not the other. But Dr. George here on the defense gets the pop back to the corner. Dr. George with another pop. But is anyone there to touch it? Yes, it is. Back towards Moose in the center. Waffles with the redirect. Is anyone going to be able to beat him? No. It's going to be a 50-50. Mr. Rebel bouncing off the corner wall here, trying to take control of the play. Not going to be able to do so. It's going to be Bolted going for the shot there, and it's going to be a bounce off the corner. Bounce off both T-bars there. Not dropping in. What a fortunate situation here for the Rangers.
Yeah, that's kind of that's a tough one to swallow if you're three Rocketeers. You've kind of been on the back foot all series long and starting to feel a bit more connected, and then you get a good look at off one post, off the other post, and then out, which is not the result you want to be seeing there. But they're getting some pressure here sustained. They've looked better this game than they have all series long, at least, and it's tied with 30 seconds left. You might be getting an overtime unless somebody can get a late goal here.
Definitely feels like we're going to be heading into overtime, but the Rangers have been keeping the momentum rolling and aggressive. Are they going to keep that rolling forward? Dr. George going for the big shot here, but it's a save from Bolt End. Able to get there just in time. Tries to pop up, and it's going to be a hop over here from Waffles. And the touch by Dr. George, not enough. And here comes Rebel going for the shot. George with the redirect to the back. Is it enough to close it out? No. Oh my gosh, I can't even breathe. We're going to be going into overtime. No, we're not.
Ooh. Pure
Oh
chaos
my
there
God.
to end
You take it. You
regulation.
take it.
I mean,
I can't
three
breathe.
Rocketeers all on low boost, just jumping for everything on the goal line, but they managed to get the blocks away, and they just end up closing it. Waffles, maybe it was Rebel, somebody had the opportunity off of pass mid, but not able to reach it as Rain is back again on zero boost, making the saves. Three Rocketeers have made these saves with zero boost as last man, which is good for them, but not probably not a sustainable game plan if you're leaving your last man to defend with zero boost. But we'll see if they
Right.
can get a bit of counterattack going here. They've definitely been on the back foot for pretty much the last 30 seconds of regulation in this first full minute of overtime.
Right. You are. That is 100% correct, Kiptiro. You're an analyst kind of guy. You're nailing these observations here. I really appreciate it, making my life a lot easier. But yes, these pops and plays, it's definitely feeling like the back end of the half here. The Rangers are just keeping the aggression. They can't get through their defense. It's rare that the ball breaks the half line here. And it's going to be Dr. George again with the pop back towards center. Is Moose there to touch it? No, it's going to be Rain taking control. Can he get past Waffles? No, Waffles able to get the denial, popping it back down towards Mr. Rebel. Rebel going for the two touch. He's able to get past one, but no, Bull ends there, and here comes Dr. George. He puts it away, and it's going to be Rangers taking this match 2-1. What a finish here by Dr. George.
Yeah, beautiful finish from George. We do see a bit of double commit there on the side of three Rocketeers going for the save, and it's not quite cleared great, and that double commit's going to mean that nobody else is going to be there to save the next shot. As Rangers do take the series 3-0, but three Rocketeers definitely putting up a bit more of a fight as the series went on. Definitely no slouches there. As fair play to them, and that's going to help out their record a lot. Three Rocketeers are definitely maybe going to hit the drawing board, or maybe just look to get a bit more scrims, a bit more practices. You can definitely see the potential there, but not quite on it for today. I believe we are trying to get an interview here. I'm not sure who we're going to see from the side of Rangers, but beautiful series all along from the side of Rangers, being able to adapt with that mid kind of series substitution. George able to get the dub, Niner able to get the dubs. Both well played from them as Rebel and Waffles definitely doing their part, filling in, able to make the things and their opportunities count, being able to be good supporting players. And we'll be joined here in a second by it looks like Waffles in the waiting room. But we do have another series later tonight, so don't go anywhere. But Waffles, congrats on the series sweep.
Thank you.
There's definitely been a lot of uh drama, I guess, around the roster changes. So how do you kind of navigate having two high-rated players? We saw some mid-game substitutions there. Is there anybody, I guess, are you still trying to find a feeler out, or are you just making substitutions to have some fun or see what the
We're
vibes are like?
making substitutions, get everyone, playing time every week and keeping the chemistry up. There's no right or wrong way. I'm doing it as of whoever is playing better in the scrim between Georgia and Niner is going to get the start. And if we 2-0, then whoever's sitting is going to play the third game. And if something goes terribly wrong in the first game, then we make a change or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, definitely can't go wrong. Both solid players. They did pretty well. You were facing 3 Rocketeers who perhaps didn't start out the strongest, but kinda as the series went on, they definitely looked like they were playing a bit better. Is there kind of any game plan you adapt to when you notice that maybe they aren't starting off too hot?
Not not necessarily. We just try to play very quick rotations. Speed can, in my opinion, can shut down mechs. So it's just play fast rotations, early challenge, especially when you got 3 players that can do anything with the ball. It play fast and challenge early.
All right. I very much agree. Honestly, Waffles, your performance tonight was outstanding. Seeing the way you move through the air, I'm honestly jealous at your controls in the game. But yes, like we said here, Three Rocketeers definitely came in a bit hotter in the second half of the matches, but your guys' teamwork and performance just worked out well. Did you feel there was any concern swapping in George there in the final round, or did you feel like that was set in stone?
No, that was set in stone. I said that there right before we started the game. They were both playing great in the scrims, and it was just Niner got the last scrim in, so the 3 of us were all together. And um, so if we go up 2-0, we will switch out George for Niner and be at that.
All right. Well, Waffles, thank you for stopping in and having a few words with the casters. We appreciate it. And congratulations on your well played matches tonight. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.